Alright gamers, what we're going to be talking about in this video is how to avoid the daily sell limit. So let me give you guys a history of the daily sell limit. In year one, let me think, about 10 years ago, when the game came out, there was no daily sell limit. Literally, we could take cars, as many as we wanted, to the Los Santos custom shop and sell them. Now, this is something that they implemented into the game later on, like that year, I believe, or at least year two, where they put in a daily sell limit. Now, why did they even put in a daily sell limit? This is to catch cheaters that duplicate cars and then sell them back to back to back, to where potentially, if you keep abusing the daily sell limit and keep hitting the daily sell limit by selling cars after cars after cars, and it doesn't even matter, literally, these days it seems like, if they're duplicated cars or dirty duplicated cars, and a dirty duplicated car would be you've duplicated a car and the license plate is the same exact license plate as the car that you duplicated and you sell that, that's automatically dupe detected right there. But just to talk about this real quick, there's two main rules that you guys need to follow. Okay, and this is just not my rules, this is the game's rules, okay? So, the very first one is don't sell more than 2 cars in 1 hour. That's real life, okay? We're not talking GTA hours here, we're talking real life hours, okay? So, let's just say I sold one, and then I'm gonna sell another one. For a whole hour, I'm not gonna sell any more. And then here's another thing too, you guys do not want to sell more than 7 cars within a 30-hour period, okay? So I've sold 7 cars, and it took me about 3.5 hours of gameplay doing that, because I've sold 2 cars every 1 hour, and then we're just gonna add on one, wait for the extra hour to sell that last 7th car. And then from there, we're gonna have to wait 30 hours in the game after selling that last car until we can sell more cars. This is to completely avoid the daily sell limit, and you guys will never hit the daily sell limit if you follow those 2 rules. Now, another thing too is that I wanted to go ahead and talk about is what can happen if we keep abusing the daily sell limit, we keep selling cars, we keep hitting that daily sell limit. You guys, it can get to a bad point where you can only sell 1 car every 30 hours in the game. Now, this is something that can easily happen to players that have recently possibly done a facility duplication glitch, or if you guys have done any like duplication glitches to where you are duplicating cars in the game trying to make money by selling them, but the license plate is the same license plate. Those cars are considered dirty duplications, and if you sell those dirty duplicated cars, which yes, you can sell them, but will you get in trouble? Automatically, if you sell a dirty duplicated car, you can get hit with a daily sell limit. Now, if you continue to do that, once again, you can get knocked down to where you're only able to sell 1 car every 30 hours. And from my understanding, once you get to that point to where your account has been dirty, duplicated, or I would say, detected, whatever you want to call it, you're not going to be sitting in a very good boat at that time. Your boat's going to have holes and you're going to be sinking, because you're going to have to go out and find other ways of making money potentially, which another great way of making money in the game, which is probably one of the best, is just doing those heist replay glitches, running your friends or something like that. And as a matter of fact, I believe on PC, they have a solo method of where you can just do KO Perico by yourself, which is super awesome, which is probably what I would be doing anyways, instead of taking all the time that it takes to duplicate cars and then having to wait the time in the game, which I talked about earlier. No more than 2 cars per day and no more than 7 cars within a 30-hour period. You guys should totally be able to avoid the daily sell limit. So, maybe if you've done like a frozen money glitch and you're sitting on a whole bunch of Deluxos, you don't want to be greedy, you just want to take your time. And if you need other means of making money, dude, hit those replay heist glitches up. It's not that hard to like find somebody in Grand Theft Auto, which is like millions of players, just to ask somebody, hey, I'll trade you this for a this, a KO for a KO or something, or a Bogdan for a Bogdan, because sometimes people in their KOs, like one person will have, the diamond statue, and then another person will have like, a bottle of tequila, and you're like, I'm not going to trade my statue for that bottle of tequila, so you're going to have to run me like 2 tequila is for that statue or something like that. But this is something that I wanted to go ahead and talk about because it is something that is in the game, and it is something that you guys need to avoid at all costs, is not being too greedy, but just taking your time and selling your duplicated cars, you know, and or like deluxos that you've gotten from Frozen Money, which I can imagine those are the only kind of vehicles. But there's also vehicles out there that, you know, like just RH8s. Let's just say we have a whole garage full of RH8s. Well, I've made a video before talking about how to get rid of unwanted cars, and I will have that linked down in the descriptions below for you guys. But anyways, from there, if you guys ended up enjoying the video and you were able to avoid the daily sell limit, hit that like button on the way out, subscribe for more content, leave a comment, follow me on Twitter, and check out my Discord. But from there, thank you guys for watching. My name's GRAVESIGHT, and I'll see you in the next one. So, peace!